Is it time to go inside? Are you comfortable? What do you want to do? Tomcats, what are you doing? Are you ready to go inside? Are you? I know it's been so hot, buddy. So hot and gross. Probably not going to see, but I'm almost at the low fuel light, which is what I want. I need to get that down so I can drop the tank. A little while ago, there was a young adult, 20, 21 or so, was murdered, and they found his car here, and they believe his body was dumped in the river. But they haven't found the body. I'm leading to think that's probably more of a decoy instead. There we have it. The low fuel light has just come on. Look at that red sunset. You're more active today. But you also took the biggest dump I've ever seen yesterday or last night. Tomcats. You're sure liking your new fiber food. But we gotta get you figured out with this constipation. I know. Well, been dreading this, but I gotta get it done. Yesterday I didn't come outside to the garage. Too hot for one. Second, me and Tomcat were suffering from COVID, so we didn't have the energy to come outside. We just laid in bed all day and watched TV. And then went and did some grocery shopping today. Also, I got an email from Austin from Novak Adapt, or Novak Conversions. They saw my video on the TAC emulator and want to send me a new one that has some bugs corrected that can get my dash working. So we'll see if they do send one out and if it'll work. If it does, that'll be awesome. Then I will remove that tack. I will keep the autometer oil pressure because it's an actual signal where the Jeep just kind of gives you a false one. But I'll see if I could tie the factory wire into the aftermarket oil center, see what happens. But I'll worry about that when the time comes. Before I start pissing around with the fuel tank, I need to kill the pressure. I think something else I want to do too is check all those pulleys. Everybody has their own method, and the way I like to do it, flat blade screwdriver. Been sitting for a few days, so it looks like fuel pressure bled off, which is good. Making some progress underneath. Got everything disconnected except for the fuel return line. I gotta do that. So now I got everything out. Kind of look for evidence. It almost seems like it could be coming out of there. By the looks of it, I mean, could be coming out of there too. It seems to come down, but this fuel filter, Jesus Christ, that's beat to hell. I'm gonna need to get a new one. Here is a better look at that fuel filter. Holy shit. So I got the air gun here just because it's less evasive, and I think I've narrowed it down. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but I sprayed the top of the fuel pump with water, but when I put some air into it, I don't got a very good seal with very little air, so I think that lid is my issue. Jesus, this is kind of embarrassing. I don't know if I was sniffing too much glue, but it doesn't seem like this thing is tight at all, as you can see. Good thing I decided to take the ring off, because you can see right there the ring had rolled inside the tank. I would have tightened it all back up for nothing. Double checking to make sure it's good. Yeah, I don't want to be doing this again, so I need to make sure I'm good. I'll tighten her down, and then I will do I'll tighten her down and do the fuck me, this is getting in the way. I'm gonna get mad and start smashing shit in a second. I'm gonna tighten this down, give it the air test again. Perfect, we got her licked. Excellent. Well, that was a pretty easy fix. I'm glad that's taken care of, which means I could fill up my fuel tank quite a bit more. When you think about it, this indentation, when it would start leaking out, I could probably get another almost a gallon of fuel in there. I double checked it. If it still leaks, I'm gonna be pissed off. But I'm not gonna be able to get a new fuel filter for a couple days, but that's not a big deal. All the hose is stretched, so I can throw the gas tank back in. That takes care of that. Inner fenders are back in. Fuel tank is back in. Still blown away by this. This is way worse. And it was all because of that track bar relocation bracket that's commonly used on cheap kits. This could have broke this filter, caused it to spray fuel, burnt my Jeep down. This is a Wix. Look at the abuse this thing took. I'm very impressed. Just mounted the quick release part to the fire extinguisher. Yeah, that turned out really well, and it wasn't all that expensive to build, except for this T-handle. 2.5 hours probably, doing all the machining and cutting all those parts. Gonna crack open a pre-motherfucking beer time. Yeah, the original plan for that quick release mount was going to be TIG welded. That's why I got the TIG pedal. And then I decided what would take too much time, change over the welder, figure out, get my settings, practice TIG welding. I got too much shit on my plate right now. Oh, and this beer tastes so good on a cold day. If you don't drink beer, drink lemonade, drink water, drink something. Stay hydrated. So it's gonna be a couple days before I get that fuel filter, which means I'm gonna mount that fire extinguisher mount, and I might as well change the seal on the output of the transfer case. It's a, who the heck makes it? Terraflex slip yoke eliminator, I believe it is. A while ago I got the track down the seal for it, so I'm going to install that. Hey Tomcats, what are you doing? Are you being a good boy today? Are you? Your fur is so soft now that it's shaved. Tomcats, do you like it better? No. Oh, it's time to mount this. I think I'm gonna put it right there. So now you can kind of see what those slots were designed for. There it is, mounted up. I used some zip ties to hold the straps down. There we go, locked in place. Want to release it? Drops right out. Locked in place. Hey. There you have it. That turned out pretty awesome. Who knows, maybe this winter, if I'm still not working and it's slow, I may make a bunch of those and sell them if anybody's interested. But that's all right, I like it. So now I'm just gonna hit that with some brake clean, just to kind of clean that up around there. Yeah, she's probably on there real good. This will just slide off as such. I do have the seal puller I welded up. I'll try it. Using the seal puller was gravy train getting that out. Alright, I went down the rabbit hole now. This was the seal. This was supposed to have been the seal to replace it. Wrong frickin' size. Now I need to track down the number of this seal and see if I can find one. So I got 2.750.310, but the seal I closely referenced to is 0.313, and then put it across where your seal rides, and I got 1.875, which is exactly for the seal I need. All right, well, I'm done for the day. This looks like I'm going to be able, blah, 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 blah. Well, I was gonna say, I'm done for the day because it's looking like I'm not gonna be able to get the seal I need, possibly early tomorrow. Best chance is Napa, they're open in the morning. If not, Auto Value can get me one for Tuesday. But I did go down the rabbit hole and did find the right seal, which I should have done the proper way the first time, except it's quite a bit of work. So the seal that I came up with was that one right there, SKF 18658. And I'm gonna put that sticker right there so I don't forget. Used my dial caliper here and took the measurements, and then went online and found a seal that matched up with that. This is what happens when you just use Google and believe what's on the internet. I should learn my lesson by now. It's all bullshit. All bullshit and fake news. Hey, bud. What are you doing? I know, look at you, eh? Oh, look at you. Oh, yeah. Who the fuck does asshole parking like that? Somebody's asking to get their fucking windows smashed out or tires slashed. You only do it once. I guarantee you they won't park like a fucking dickhead again. Well, you're not gonna see, but it's a full moon out. Going for a night ride. Got my other bike out because it's easier to pedal. And I prefer riding at night. So I did get my parts. Got my seal. Matches up. Got my fuel filter. Should be good to go. Are you just chilling in the shade, buddy? Is that what you're doing? You can't see him, but Tomcat's chilling out in the shade. Pretty worried about him. He is like 17, and I've been thinking about more and more over the past year that at this age, I'm not saying he's gonna be at that point, but I'd rather that he'd pass away in his sleep without suffering, rather than having to make that decision to put someone down. I really don't want to think about it. It's been bugging me a lot. He's definitely changed in the past week. You know, he had like a little bout like a couple months ago where he seemed to be under the weather. Then he pulled out and everything was normal. And now we're back at it, and this time it's lasted longer. And I'll see what the vet says tomorrow morning. They open up at 8, and I'll give them a call and see what's the soonest I can get him in. And if I can't get him in for a while, I might have to take him to the 24-hour vet hospital just to get him in quicker, because I need to figure out what the fuck is wrong with him. So now that I got my seal, one of the things I'm going to do, that's the old seal right there, is I found this bearing race in the garage. It's actually going to work out perfect to help tap it into place. I'm going to use my brass hammer, which I don't think it really matters because I'm tapping this. But one of the things you got to watch out when you're tapping it is that that spring could actually pop out, and if it pops out, then you're hooped. But little trick in the trade that I've learned over the years is that you take some grease and then you kind of fill the inside with grease there, and it'll hold the spring in place from popping out. You could go the whole distance if you want. That'll be enough to hold it in place. Got a hard piece right there. So if you don't silicone the splines, what'll happen is that oil is going to seep up and cause a fake leak. Well, it's not going to be fake, it's going to be legit. Remember to Loctite all your bolts so they don't fall out, because that's the last thing you want. This fuel filter will be the last piece of the puzzle, and we should be good to go. Alright, everything's all tied back up, electrical's put back in. Now to prime the fuel system. The transmission in neutral because transfer case is in that spot. I'm going to do this about 4 times. Should fire up. See if I can get, there we go. Transfer case is just right in that spot where it's binding. Everything's looking good, no fuel leaks. Man, she sounds nice. All those projects are done. I won't know if that seal I got will work until tomorrow. Tomcats. The vet is open tomorrow. I'm going to try to get you into the vet as soon as I can. There's something wrong with you. And I know because of your age, it can't be good. I love you, Tomcats. I know. You know I do. I know. It breaks my heart to see you not healthy. I know, buddy. I know, Tomcats. You cuddle up. We gotta get you to the vet. We gotta get you checked out. I know. And I know you're old. And your time is coming soon, but we gotta see what's wrong with you, buddy. You're just not being yourself. No. Do you want to say hi? No. But I think it's motherfucking beer time. Got some more of the old Milwaukee. Gotta drink this up. Cheers, everybody. It's hot out today. And Fedor wants me to go to his house for a fire tonight in this heat. And I'm like, are you freaking crazy, man? Not a chance. In other news, Austin from Novak Conversion sent me an email back today. They're going to send me out a new emulator to try out with an updated fix. Hopefully they'll take care of the issue with the dash. If it works, I will remove the tack, but I'll keep the oil pressure. I'll just see if I could piggyback the factory wire on the aftermarket sensor, see what happens, if it does work. Not sure what I'm going to get into in the next video. My priority right now is getting Tomcat to the vet, getting him checked out, and seeing what the heck is wrong with him. And then see what's going to happen after that. That's top priority. I might take a break and rebuild my Honda generator because it smokes like mad, and if I'm going to use it this winter or this fall when it starts getting colder, gonna have to need to fix that up. But still lots to do. I still got to design my sliders and that for the Jeep, work on some other stuff. There's never ending projects. It just, I don't know where I want to start. But anyways, it's motherfucking beer time. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.